Hi, I'm Kendall. I'm the Marketing Director at Vein Specialist of the Carolinas, and I'm here with Dr. Drawn to educate you on compression garments. So what exactly are compression garments?
Well, compression garments are a fairly recent invention within the last century by a man named Jobst, who was an inventor and an engineer. And he had terrible venous disease. He had venous leg ulcers from a very early age. And he noticed that when he was in a pool or in water, deep water up to his waist or chest, that the pressure of the water made his legs feel better. The pressure difference with the higher pressure down lower in the water, pushing on the legs, helped his legs. So he designed a garment that would mimic the gradient of pressure in water. So as the water gets deeper, the pressure gets higher. And the higher pressure pushes fluid from high pressure to low pressure, and so it actually pushes blood up the leg and helps your legs, your veins in your legs, empty. So garments simply are an adaptive mechanism where we put a garment on your leg and it's high pressure here, lower pressure here, and it just simply pushes the blood up the leg against gravity.
So do compression garments get rid of my symptoms, or will it heal my venous disease?
Well, both. Compression garments can alleviate symptoms for many people, but not everybody. And they work by being tighter at the bottom and looser at the top. They're not just tight. They have a gradient of pressure, so they actually help the veins empty the blood out of the leg. And that can help with the heaviness, aching, swelling, tiredness, restlessness, cramping. The garments can help your symptoms. But it doesn't change the fact that the one-way valves in the veins are still broken and still backflowing. So they compensate, and they can be a good enough compensation that they can improve your quality of life. They can improve the swelling, the skin damage, and actually venous leg ulcers heal with compression. But it's only a compensation for the problem.
So are there different levels of pressure in garments, and how do I know what level I need to be wearing?
Yes, there are multiple levels. The levels that you get at the drugstore that are not prescription are not usually enough pressure gradient to help. The lowest level of medical treatment is a gradient of, we call 20 to 30 millimeters of mercury. So it's between 20 and 30 millimeters of mercury at the ankle. That's the initial level we use in our practice. It is the first level that is considered medical therapy, and 30 to 40 is probably the ideal pressure, but it's very difficult to learn to wear 30 to 40 right out of the bat. So I like to put everybody in 20 to 30 first, and those that need more will go up if we have to.
So why are athletes wearing compression garments now?
Well, they wear compression for the same exact reason that people with venous insufficiency. So when you're exercising and moving your muscles and pumping all that extra blood in there for the activity, then you also have lots more venous blood that needs to be emptied out. And so compression helps empty the venous system of the blood that has the lactic acid and carbon dioxide and all the waste products. So compression is thought to help athletes recover quicker and not have post-exercise soreness and achiness and symptoms like that.
Do I need to wear compression garments before I receive treatment?
So most insurance companies require that you try compression garments for at least 3 months. A couple have gone to 6 weeks, and one insurance company has actually dropped the requirement altogether.
So if the insurance companies are requiring that I wear these garments before treatment, do they actually cover the cost of the garments?
Well, just like all insurance policies, they're all different. But yes, there are insurance companies that will cover the cost of garments. Some will cover the garments with a copay, some will cover it with an office visit, and other insurance companies will cover them 100% out of the box, no matter what, 100% covered. And many will cover up to 6 pair of garments per year. And most garments will last at least a year of daily use. Now, Medicare will cover garments, but only if you have a venous leg ulcer and only if the pressure of the garment is 30 to 40 millimeters of mercury.
after I receive my treatment for my varicose and spider veins, do I need to wear compression garments then? And if so, for how long?
Well, the way I like to explain to patients is that you're putting a significant investment into your leg vein health. Part of that investment is time, part of it is money, and part of it is the pain of the procedures and the recovery, which isn't terrible, but nonetheless it's an investment that you're making. And if you want to protect your investment and have it give you the best result for the longest amount of time, I'll recommend wearing compression garments lifelong.
Do you require me to wear it after treatment?
We require compression garments after treatment for a different reason. And after we've treated your veins, we've basically injured the vein so that it will scar shut and go away. Now, we want the vein to scar shut. We don't want it to fill up with blood. So the compression garments help keep the veins empty so they scar shut quicker and easier and don't get trapped blood. So after you get your procedures, we like you to wear the garments 48 hours, non-stop, don't take them off, to get the maximum benefit of emptying the blood out of the veins.
Am I supposed to wear garments while I'm sleeping?
Well, there's been some confusion and myths about compression garments that you can't wear them while you're sleeping. The real truth is that compression garments simply counteract gravity and they push fluid uphill. Now when you're lying flat and sleeping flat in bed, gravity is not really pulling the blood down. So the blood empties from the legs relatively easily. So you don't need them as much at night, but they're not going to hurt you to wear them at night. They will continue to squeeze your leg. If you have swelling that is difficult to go down overnight, then they will continue to help move the fluid out of your leg while you're sleeping.
Is there anybody that should not be wearing compression garments?
Yes, there is. Patients who have blocked arteries, or PAD, peripheral arterial disease, their arteries have blockages that limit the amount of blood getting to the leg and the foot. And if you put too much pressure on the leg from the outside, you can decrease the arterial inflow. Now, there's only a very small population of arterial disease patients that can't wear garments. Most people with mild to moderate arterial disease can still wear compression if veins are also a problem. But we should always check your pulses, make sure they're able to be detected before putting you in garments. And if your doctor tells you you have blocked arteries or PAD, or you have symptoms that are suspected of being arterial, you probably want to let your doctor check you before you wear garments. So the two most important things about garments is they have to fit your leg. So you can't get your mom or your dad's or your daughter's or your sister's garment and try to wear those. They have to fit your leg. So when we measure patients, you're going to fit into a category of small, medium, large, and you're going to either be at the top end of medium or the bottom end of large. And so there's some variability. And so the reason we say garments were 20 to 30 is that if your leg is large for that size, close to the largest that size can tolerate, your pressure will be more like 30. If your leg is small for that size, then your pressure will be more like 20. So when we talk about garments, we talk about a range of pressure, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, because we don't know the exact pressure that you will get. And if your leg changes size by wearing the garments, swelling goes down, then obviously the pressure will be a little less. The two measurements that mean the most are the calf and the ankle. So most garments measure the sizes with inches, but some of the brands want you to measure in centimeters. But our brand, Civaris, goes by inches. So you take the smallest area of the ankle and you just get the number. So for Kendall, it's 8.5. Then you go up to the calf and you find the biggest area of the calf and you measure that, and Kendall's is 14. And then the next thing is the length. So turn this way. So you want to measure, pull your pants up just a little. So you want to measure to this crease. So you take the measure and you go to 0, put your foot flat on the floor, and then you measure to the crease. And if the crease, if it's more than 16 inches, and Kendall has long legs, hers is 18. So if it's more than 16 inches, then you would wear a long, and if it's less than 16, you would wear a short. So that's how you do the calf. For the thigh, the difference is you come up to the middle of the thigh and you measure the circumference here, and then to know the length of the thigh garment, you go to the crease of the buttock and the leg, and you measure that distance with your foot on the floor, flat on the floor. And then that determines what length you would use for thigh high. So compression garments, I like to describe them as a stack of rubber bands. So if you imagine each little millimeter is a rubber band. So the number one complaint we have about garments from almost everybody before they learn to wear them is they're too hard to get on and too hard to get off. Well, it's very easy to stretch one rubber band. It's very difficult to stretch 100 rubber bands. So the secret to compression garments is never stretching more than 1 or 2 rubber bands at a time. So Kendall's going to show you how to do this.
Okay, so you want to start with your garment like this, and you want to take the top and fold it down. And you can see it's tight right here.
About to the heel, or the heel?
Yes, about to the heel. So you want to start with folding your garment, and then you want to slide your toe in and get your heel and toe in position. And from there, you want to slide the garment up, and then you want to get it in position and make sure there's no wrinkles. And your garment needs to be 2 finger length below the crease of your knee. So once you have it in position, it should be pretty comfortable, and if you need to make any adjustments, you can do that. Now when you're taking your garment off, you want to use the same method of folding it down until you see it's very tight, and you want to pull it over your ankle and then pull it off just like that. Now we are going to show you how to put on and take off a garment correctly when you need assistance from somebody else.
Okay, so same principle. You take the heel here and you fold the garment down to where the heel is sticking out just a little bit, and then you put it on the foot this way, and you get it like, just get it oriented, and you can just pull it up, and you see that I'm not pulling more than 1 thickness at a time. And once you get it over the heel, so you never are really stretching the whole sock like this. You don't want to have any overlapping areas like that, and you do not want to fold it down top of one another, and you're creating a tourniquet. So it should, if the garment is so long that you have to fold it, then it's too long for you.
And then as you see, it's in position 2 finger lengths below the crease of my knee. Now we are going to show you some products that we offer in our office if you still need assistance when putting on and taking off your garments. If you have limited mobility or arthritis in your hands, these products are really helpful when putting on and taking off your garments. The first product that I'm going to show you is called It Stays, and this is if you're wearing a knee-high or a thigh-high garment and you feel that it's not staying up in the correct position, you can take a little bit of this and you just rub it on your skin where you want the garment to stay in place, and you will put the garment back in the correct position, and this product should help keep your garment in place where it needs to be throughout the day. This product is commonly needed for patients that have a funnel-shaped thigh and they're having trouble keeping the garment in place throughout the day. This product is really helpful in keeping it in position exactly where it needs to be without it sliding down.
So the first thing I want to show you that'll help you get your garment on is called the Magnide On and Off. And this is nothing more than a slippery little bag. It's meant for use with closed-toe garments. So this is how it works. So it's made out of a material, and it's basically just a bag with a little handle. And so what you do is you put your foot in the bag, and these little areas are magnets that hold it all together. And here's a little handle out the back. So then you take your garment and fold it down, and this just makes it slide over your skin easier. So it just slides on that easily. And then when you pull your garment up, the handle is still available, and the magnets pull apart, and now your garment's on. And now you can kind of straighten it up a little bit. So when it comes out, it's all pulled apart, and the way you put it back together is you fold the darkest color first, the middle color, the intermediate color next, and the lightest color last, and then there's your bag. So the next device I want to show you is called a Donner, and they come in lots of different versions. This is the one we like at our practice. It's plastic and it's soft and it's not ice cold like metal. But this one is a metal version, and it's designed, has a little tab on the back where it can lay back so that you can get your foot in it a little bit easier. But basically, you put the garment on the device with the heel toward the back, and then you push it down till the heel comes up to the top, and you see the heel sticking out. And then you just take it and put your toes in, and then this pulls it over your heel for you. Now, some people try to pull it all the way up, but I think this works best just to get it over the heel, just to there, and then you slip it out, and then you just unfold your garment. So this is really just to get it over your heel for you.
Another device that we offer is called the Dolphin Donner, and this device will actually help you put the garment on and take it off. So he's going to demonstrate how exactly to use the Dolphin Donner.
So this has two parts. The first part is this big fake leg looking thing here. It has a little suction cup on the bottom. So you just put it on a slick surface, and it holds it in place. Once it's attached to a smooth surface, then you take your sock, and you always pay attention to where the heel is. And so you put this over the little post like that, and there's the heel in the front. So then you take your little donut, little jello donut device, and you put it right over the top. Now, and then you reach down here. I'm going to hold this because it kind of broke loose, and you just pull your garment up over the donut, and you let it roll it up, okay? Now the heel was right there, so then once you do that, then you stick your toe in here, and it just rolls up on top of your leg just like that. And then you can adjust it to get it where it goes. Now, to take it off, you do the same thing. You just put this on your leg, you take the top, and you roll it over there a little bit, and then it sticks to the rubber, and then it just rolls completely off of your leg, like that. And then you can go back and just stick it right back on your thing. This can also be used by itself without the stick. So what you do is you just take your garment and you put it on your arm, and you always find where the heel is so you know that you got it on the right way. So you put your garment on your arm, then you put this up to the top of the garment, and then take a little piece of garment and let it cling to it, and then it'll roll up underneath there like that, and then out comes your heel right there. And then there it's on there. I got to get it a little bit fixed. That just rolls right off. So the hardest part is getting it stretched over the heel. So all these devices do is help you stretch the garment over the heel. And if you won't wad it up to where you're not stretching 100 rubber bands, you should be able to do it yourself without the devices. But many people do have mobility issues and flexibility and arthritis or disabilities with their hands, and don't have the dexterity to use all of it.
So how do I know what garments are best for my lifestyle?
Kendall, it's a perfect question. There's only one good answer. The answer is the one that's on your leg. And what that means is if you don't like it enough to wear it, it ain't the right garment. It has to be the one that you're willing to wear. You like the way it feels, you like the tightness, you like the color, you like the texture, whatever it is. It's not going to help your leg if it's sitting in your chest or drawers. The main thing people worry about is what is the right garment. Well, the doctor will tell you the pressure that he thinks you need to be in. For most people, it's going to start out either 20 to 30 or 30, 40. Very few people ever go higher than that. 30, 40 is pretty tough to wear at first, so most people start out with 20 to 30. If that's too tight, there are lesser pressures that you can get that will help some. But 20 to 30 is the lowest medical grade. So once you get the pressure, there's millions of colors and styles and textures and thicknesses. There's toe in, toe out. They have them with the foot out where it's just a sleeve. We have leggings where there's no foot and it goes all the way to the waist, pantyhose, thigh high, knee high. Got sticky tops, not sticky tops. Every combination that you can think of, they make in a compression garment.
So some things to think about whenever you're about to select what kind of garment you would like to pick out and wear is what kind of shoes do you wear? Do you namely wear tennis shoes? Do you wear shoes that have the toe out? Do you wear dress shoes? What does your daily outfit look like? Are you in athletic clothes? Are you wearing scrubs? Are you wearing business clothes? Do you stay hot or cold? We have socks that are thicker if you're always cold, and we have compression garments that are thinner if you're always hot. So there's tons of different options, but you really want to think about what your day-to-day lifestyle is like and what you're wearing to make sure that your garments will go with your daily attire and will keep you comfortable. So now we're going to walk you through some of the different kinds of garments that we offer so you can see the different thicknesses and what they look like and the different styles that we have. These garments are called the Midtown Microfiber, and they are one of our most popular style garments. As you can see, they come in a variety of different colors and patterns, and they are really great for an everyday wear. They're comfortable, they're not super thick, so you can wear these with jeans, with your business clothes, with scrubs like he's wearing. So these are really good for a variety of different lifestyles and outfits and different activities that you're going to be doing throughout the day. Each one of these comes in multiple different patterns and colors. For example, here is the purple version of these socks right here. These come in a different shade of stripes, and these also come in lots of different colors. They're great for someone that likes a more exciting compression garment. So we just showed you the Midtown Microfiber, which can take you all the way from dress to casual. Now we're going to show you a more casual garment that looks a little bit more sporty. It's called the Motion High-Tech Calf, and I'm actually wearing those today in the hot pink color. They also come in colors like bright blue, lime green, orange, white, and black. So these are more of a sporty sock if you're someone that's wearing, more casual clothing throughout the day, or scrubs. They're very comfortable and lightweight. There's always more colors coming out.
So in addition to the full sock for working out and exercising when you want something a little less heavy, the sleeve is a really nice thing. It just comes down to the ankle and up to the calf, and it again has the reflective tape, so if you're at night jogging or running, it's a little bit of safety feature. The one thing about these, if you have swelling of your foot, this may not be a great thing for you to wear because it could increase the swelling of your foot. But otherwise it's really effective, and I have lots of pair of these. So another style is called cushion cotton. This is a little heavier duty. It's all cotton with spandex inside, but all the fibers are wrapped in cotton, so it's soft, but it's thicker and heavier. It has a much more padded bottom. It's really good for work boots and work clothes. It comes in several colors. I think it's black, white, and I believe there's a navy. And the most popular garment, especially among the ladies, is the sheer. This is very, very thin and sheer, equivalent to just your regular hose. It can have the toe in or the toe out. Comes in about 11 different shades and also comes in patterns.
This is a great garment for businesswomen that are on the go and would like a nicer look to wear with their nicer outfits such as suits or skirts.
So for people with more serious venous insufficiency, where you have chronic venous stasis changes such as brown pigmentation, swelling, and maybe even venous leg ulcers, This is a more durable, heavy-duty device that really offers good compression, and it's easy to get on and off. And you just slide this over your leg like this with the little stripe in the front. And then these look like bra straps. They have little bra hooks right here. So you just come around and hook it, and each of the stripes tell you how much pressure you're getting. So you just hook it on like this. And you can just bring it around behind you. And so that gives you a nice firm support compression, and it's easy to get off. Just unhook the little straps. So it's no wrestling with the garment to get it on. And then it just slides off like that. And it's called Cool Flex. I don't know if you can see through the material, but it's very lightweight, and you can actually see through it. So the final new thing we have is called the toe cap. And this is basically just a compression garment that covers all 5 toes. And we have to measure your foot to get the right size, to get the right pressure. But many people with lymphedema will have swelling of the top of their foot and of their toes. And the compression garments do not have compression down at the toe. And some of the compression garments have the toe out. So the toe cap helps complement for patients with swelling of the toes and lower foot. Another device that is very helpful for people with venous insufficiency and leg swelling and lymphedema is called a wedge pillow. There are many versions of this out there, but this particular version I like the best because it has this bend at the knee. And when the leg is completely straight, the gastrocnemius muscles can pinch the popliteal vein and not let it drain very well. So the ideal way to elevate your legs is with a bend. And this pillow has the optimal bend. Now the one we have in our office comes as an inflatable blow-up model because there's room in our office to stock the little collapsed box. But it does come in a full foam version if you want something that's completely set up all the time and ready to go.
Thank you, Dr. Drawn, for answering these questions about compression garments. We hope this gave you a little more education on compression garments. If you are interested in seeing all the different sizes, colors, and patterns that we offer, we have a link on our website, and you can actually order your garments directly from there. Or please feel free to call our office, and you can order your garments over the phone, and we will ship them directly to your house.